What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Shep's Garage video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys all the ways Volkswagen cost cutted on the Mark8 GTI. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. But first, if you are new and this is the first time seeing my face on your screen, don't forget to please click that subscribe button down for more awesome Mark8 GTI and other car content. I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber and I cannot do it without your guys' support. Anyways, enough with the chatter. Let's get back to the Mark8 GTI. So obviously everyone knows in the Volkswagen Audi community that I would say the Mark8 GTI on the new MQB platform has been known for its cost cutting, and today I'm going to show you all of the ways Volkswagen cut the cost down on the Mark8 GTI. Now I want to reiterate, just because Volkswagen cost cutted on this car does not make it a bad car. I do believe that this Mark8 GTI and the Mark7 GTI are the two very last good GTIs, real GTIs that we will have. I do think that if you're going to get a GTI, I definitely recommend a Mark7 or a Mark8. The Mark 8.5 and the 9 and the 10 and whatever won't be the same as a 7 and an 8. Anyways, onto the cost cutting ways. Now from the exterior, I gotta hand it to Volkswagen. Even though they did cost cut on this car, from the exterior, it looks rather good. I don't think they really changed or cost cut down on anything on this exterior. Everywhere, I'm gonna do a quick walk around, but like, you tell me where they cost cutted on this exterior. I think that they maybe cost cutted in two places that I can really think of, but other than that, like, this car, they really did a good job on this exterior. I think it looked really good, sort of Audi-esque in a way, but overall, great exterior on this car. Definitely does not look like they cheaped out on anything, apart from two things. First up is this cheap, like, black trim on all around the lower parts of the car. I don't like the look of this, and I'm trying to figure out a way if I can like replace it with something. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have replaced something on your Mark8 GTI. My problem with this is it gets so dirty, and when it gets dirty and don't clean it, it actually stains. So as you can see, this here is dirt that's stained into the plastic. Same thing over here. I've tried getting it out multiple times. I can't. So yeah, this is, I know they definitely make new diffusers, and I definitely know they make like the front thing, I don't know what you call it, the splitter, I'm not sure. But side skirts, I'm not too sure if they make these at all in anything. So I would love to replace these if I can, because they just don't look so good at all. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if they make different ones of these. I would love to know. The other thing I would say they definitely cost cut it on is the keyless entry. Now, if you have an SE or an Autobahn, you have keyless entry on your Mark8 GTI. Now, for some reason, the keyless entry is only on the front two doors. It's not on the back door. So for example, I just locked the car, right? The only way I can open the car is by opening the front door, and then all the doors open. So kind of strange. I don't know why they just couldn't just put it on all four doors. Kind of like the A3, the Audi A3, which this car is based on. It has it on all four doors. But once again, Audi came up to Volkswagen. Obviously, the two differences in the companies and everything. So obviously, yeah, that's a little bit of a cost cutting that they've done there. I would say the rest of the cost cutting has been done in the interior of this car and under the hood. Let's actually start under the hood, because there's only one thing under the hood that they cost cut it on. Now I actually replaced the thing that they cost cut it on under the hood, because it was a problem for me, we'll put it that way. And yes, I am talking about the hood strut. I've talked about this many times on my channel, but yes, the hood strut, has been cost cutted. This is an aftermarket hood strut from Racing Line, and it cost me about $80, and they make a full kit so you can have a fully functional hood strut on this car. Now, this car comes with a hood prop, so the prop would be in this right here, and obviously that is a manual hood prop so that the hood stays propped up. I think a strut is better, especially with the amount of time they're going to be under the hood with a Volkswagen. A hood strut is just a nice convenience, and for only $80, you really can't complain. These have actually gotten way cheaper now. I bought at the peak of the market when this was a problem, so that's when I got it. But now I think you can get them for like $60 or $50 or maybe $40. So yeah, that's one way they cost cut it under here. Another way I would say they cost cut it is definitely the engine cover. If you got an early Mark 8 GTI like me, you would know that the engine covers were recalled, and the recall language said to take the engine cover off. So I did. I really wish it never gave Volkswagen my engine cover so they completed the recall, because now I don't have an engine cover, and now it looks so terrible under here, and the only way you can fix it is by buying a new engine cover. Now, I've seen many people take the engine covers from the Audi A3s or the other Volkswagens, or I saw someone take it from a Porsche Macan one time, and then obviously you can get like carbon fiber engine covers, but I don't see the reason to spend money on something that just covers the engine. So while I really want to do it, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's definitely another way they cost cut under here. They really should have just put a good engine cover under here. But yeah, I guess we're never gonna get our free one, so oh well. All right, let's hop inside the GTI, where I am now gonna talk about all of the cost cutting in the interior. And there's a lot of it, so get ready. Now, there is a lot of cost cutting in here, so get ready. There are definitely places that feel good, like the steering wheel, for example, and the seats that feel really good, as well as the shifter down here feels pretty high quality in the start-stop button. Other places, unfortunately, are subpar / thumbs down. There is so much cheap plastic and vinyl in this car. For example, the dashboard, subpar, the door panels, soft touch up at the top, but everything else is just cheap plastic. The center console here, yep, all cheap plastic going down here. The thing going around here is pretty cheap. The trim on the dashboard is pretty cheap. The lower parts of the dashboard are pretty cheap. Same thing goes into the back doors as well. I'll open the back door so you can see, but literally like the entire back door is all cheap plastic. Yeah, pretty disappointing back there. And as well as, I would say, the rear seats in general, while they are very comfy, I would say that my friends told me that they're uncomfortable. I don't think they're very uncomfortable. I think they're pretty good, but really just the only thing they really cheaped on back here is like the air vent thing here, and then the door panel, basically. There's other things too, other than just the interior. Another thing that I think that Volkswagen cheaped out on are certain features, like in a car, that you don't get in this car. Now, this is an SE trim level, and it costed, back when I got it, around $39,000. Now, I actually got a small discount when I got this car, surprisingly, even though cars back then in 2021 were super high demand. I got a discount for some reason, so I didn't pay $39,000, but still, $39,000 is a good chunk of change for a car. So you would think it would come with all the things that a normal $39,000 car would come with. You're wrong. One of the things this car doesn't come with are automatic folding mirrors. In a brand new 2022 car, it doesn't come with auto folding mirrors. This makes this feel so economy car cheap-ish, when in the interior, the seats and the steering wheel and so many pieces feel almost like an entry-level sports car in a way, and the powertrain is so nice. I don't know why they cheaped out on power folding mirrors. Additionally, these are also auto dimming, which I also would like them to be auto dimming, but they do have blind spot indicators. Another feature that they cost cut it on is the passenger seats, which to this day, this still confuses me. Now, if you got the leather seat package in the SE trim level, you got power and memory front seats. Now, what does that mean? That means if I go back over to the driver's side here, that means that the front seat has 3-person memory, which is awesome. Power function, so the front goes forward, the back goes back. You have 3 settings, and then you also have lumbar support too, which, I mean, this is great for this price point. This is what I would expect for this car to have. For some reason, the passenger seat is the complete opposite. You have the power backrest, obviously, but then you also have this thing, and this thing, and then this thing. So, like, there's only the power backrest, and then the seat bottom is not power, the seat back isn't power, and the seat base isn't power. So I'm so confused. Why did Volkswagen cheap out on this passenger seat? Like, I totally get it that this car wouldn't have like power rear folding seats, for example, or so that's just a good example. But seriously, the passenger seat, of all the things to cheap out on, is to not make the passenger seat power. It's so irritating when all my friends are sort of different heights, and then I have to tell them, oh yeah, no, it's not on the side. You have to manually go forward and back, and it's difficult to do while driving. It's a mess. So, very confusing. I don't know why Volkswagen does this. In my dad's Audi A3, which is a slightly more expensive car, $45,000, it has a power passenger seat. Even base, the A3 has a power passenger seat. Definitely other things too. For example, for some reason, the mirror here is auto dimming, but you don't get dual zone automatic climate control in this car. For some reason, even though the Volkswagen put the sliders in for both zones, this car, as an SE trim level, only has put single zone automatic climate control. So if you want dual zone, you have to upgrade to the $45,000 Autobahn trim. Seriously? But in general, I can definitely go on if I look harder enough on all the places Volkswagen cost cut on this car. But in general, you get the idea. Volkswagen definitely did a lot of ways to cut the cost out on this car. Most of it, I think, was pretty unnecessary. I really think that Volkswagen could have charged the exact same amount and put all those features in. All those features do matter to me that I explained, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you own a Mark 8 GTI, what features are not in your car that you wish were in your car, that Volkswagen cost cut it? Because it definitely is one of those topics where it's so it could be so sensitive to some people, and other people there could be fine with it. It's definitely on the more sensitive topic for me, because I really do wish my car had all of those things. But let me know in the comment section down below. Now, I know the 2024 GTI fixed a lot of those problems. Like, now you get power folding mirrors for some reason on the 2024 and not on the 23 or the 22. But anyways, that is this video over. Let me know what your thoughts on this topic are in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Comment, like, and subscribe, and peace.